morning, respected principal ma'am, dignitaries, in charge ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I am Manoja.
And I am Paithina of class 4E.
Cordially welcome you all on this very special.
Ayan, you have to wait, bete. Wait.
Cordially welcome you all on this very special virtual event, Ensemble 2021.
Ayan, please wait. We will take your name, then you will have to start it. I will take your name, then you start it, Ayan.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
I take this opportunity to welcome you all to Ensemble 2021, the saga of great enthusiasm and zeal, wherein the children can present their deep insight into their comprehension on different subjects and get an outlook to think beyond books. Today, students of 4th E are here with the presentation of Canterville Ghost, a humorous story by Oscar Wilde. The story is about an American family who moved to Canterville Chase, an English country house, despite the warnings of Lord Canterville himself that his house is haunted. Oscar Wilde, in his play, The Canterville Ghost, has brought to his readers two important questions that every thinking person has to brood over: what life is and what does death signify. Apart from these profound answers in the play comes an important realization that love is stronger than both. Let's enjoy the play. Over to you, Hina ma'am.
Thank you, Ritu. I hand over the mic to Ayan Manoja.
Good morning, respected principal ma'am, dignitaries, in charge ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I am Manoja.
And I am Paithina of class 4E.
Cordially welcome you all on this very special virtual event, Ensemble 2021.
We are extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to address you all on this auspicious event and welcome all our luminary judges and feel honored to have you all here. Words have the power to heal the soul. Words have the power to beat the core. I get a smile of my life when I say a word which I like. When we hear a word which we like, then it's our delight.
So let's do not waste our time and let's watch the program. Before commencing the program, it is a mark of undying tradition to invoke the blessings of Almighty. As we say, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Dev Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parbrahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Namah. So Paridhi, let's meet. So Paridhi, do you know the role of Guru in our life? I tell you, the one who gives you the wisdom and brings light in your life. And let's celebrate and welcome the festive time with lot of zeal and fervor.
By showcasing the importance of Guru in our life, let's see the marvelous performance of Manasvi on Ganesh Vandana.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि आया देखो आया बापा मोरिया
Absolutely, what a marvelous performance!
Now, we can't wait what our fellow mates have in store for us. As we all know that the most important thing is the way how to motivate others. So let's see the marvelous performance of students by showcasing their talent through a motivational song where one has to show patience and perseverance despite difficulties. So don't damage your spirits during these difficult times when all of us are confined within the four walls of our home.
We shall overcome.
important drive and get ready to watch the play, The Canterville Ghost.
It is now time to know more about the play. And do you know who has penned it down? They are a plethora of authors present in the late 19th century, and he was a pioneer celebrity whose friends and contemporaries included Aubrey Beardsley and Bram Stoker. So, Ayan, let's know more about this Irish poet and playwright of London in the early 1890s. Any guesses?
Oscar Fingal, a playwright, Will Smythe was an Irish poet and playwright. He became one of the most popular playwrights in London in early 1890s. He was born on 16 October 1854 in West Bradborough, Dublin, Ireland. He was died on 30th November 1900 in Paris, France. His movies and works, The Happy Prince, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and The Canterville Ghost. He became one of the best known personality and worked prolifically as a journalist. In this story, a celebrated and feared English ghost is outraged when the new American owners of his haunting place refuse to take him seriously and actually fight back against him.
Oh, now I understand that Oscar Wilde is best remembered for his plays and novels. So, Paridi, let's meet the different lovely dive-ins into characters of the play, The Canterville Ghost. So, let me introduce all the characters of the play to you all. The role of Lord Canterville is played by Amish Garg. Great Aunt Lady Canterville's role is being played by Mimamsa. Let's meet the lovely Otis family. Mr. Hiram B. Otis' role is being played by Varun Gupta. Mrs. Otis' role is being played by Kashmi Maurya. Elder son Washington's role is being played by Pat Sachdeva. Otis' twin boy's role is being played by Arav Sharma. Virginia's role is being played by Ira Singh. Mrs. Amne's role is being played by Akanksha Gandhi, and Ghost's role is being played by Daksh Chetia.
In the story, Hiram B. Otis, a wealthy American, purchases Canterville Chase, an ancient English manor house despite warnings that the house is known to be haunted. He moves into the house, accompanied by his wife, his eldest son Washington, his daughter Virginia, and his two younger twin sons.
Immediately upon arrival, the family is confronted by a blood stain in a library room. The housekeeper, Mrs. Amne, explains that the stain has been there since 1575 and the blood stain is the evidence of the ghost and cannot be removed. The stubborn represents of the stain as well as other strange occurrences that the rumor of the ghost may not be totally unfounded.
The ghost appears on the scene and tries to frighten the Otis family. However, the more and more terrifying he tries to be, the more they either make fun of him or ignore him. Despite the ghost's efforts, the family refuses to be frightened, leaving Sir Simon feeling increasingly helpless and humiliated.
The ghost was very unhappy and was still in the house. The ghost tells her tragic tale of his wife Eleanor de Canterville. Virginia learns an important lesson. Virginia must pray for him, for he has no faith, and she must accompany him to the Garden of Death and beg for Sir Simon's death. Virginia can help him to achieve this peace, and she leads the family into a secret chamber where they are greeted by the sight of skeleton remains and Sir Simon's body is finally laid to rest. So let's watch the play now.
Mr. Hiram B. Otis was a very rich American from New York. He had come to live and work in England, but he didn't want to live in London. He didn't want to live in that city. He wanted to live in the countryside outside London. Canterville Chase was a large and very old house near London. Lord Canterville, the owner, wanted to sell it, so Mr. Hiram B. Otis visited Lord Canterville. I do not live in Canterville Chase. I do not want to live there. The house is a ghost. The Canterville ghost. I come from America. America is a modern country. I don't want to live in ghosts. Have you seen that cantilever ghost? No, but I have heard it at night. I do not believe in ghosts. No one has found a ghost. No one put the ghost into the museum. And you haven't seen ghosts either. I will tell you what happened to my great aunt. Don't leave me alone. Get your clammy hands off of me. Calm down. There is nobody here. It had its bony hands on me. My great aunt was so frightened. She never recovered from the shock. And you want to believe this? Lady Canterville often didn't sleep at night due to the mysterious noises around. So you are saying we have not lived here ourselves. It feels eerie. I will take Canterville Chase with a ghost. You have been warned. We are modern people. We do what we want. What is your point? My dear Lord, we would buy the ghost and place it in the museum. Maybe even have a ghost show. But the ghost has been around for 3 centuries. It always makes appearance before death of a family member. Canterville Chase is yours. Mr. Otis took his family to live at the Canterville Chase. Mr. Otis had a wife called Lucretia, 3 sons and 1 daughter. Canterville Chase was big and old. Mrs. Only, the housekeeper, was waiting for them by the front door.
She was an old woman and wore a pink dress and white apron. She lives at Canterville Chase and looked after the house. Welcome to Canterville Chase. Took them inside. Followed on, the Otis family sat in the library. Mr. Otis looked around the room. There were many books on the bookshelves. There were paintings on the walls. There were also a red stain on the floor. The red stain was by the fireplace. What is this red stain? Has something been sprayed there? Yes, madam. It's blood of Lady Canterville, who was murdered on that spot by her own husband, Sir Simon de Canterville, in 1575. 9 years later, he mysteriously disappeared, but his guilty spirit still haunts the chase. The bloodstain has been here for over 300 years. It cannot be removed. Nonsense! I will remove that stain. I have some Pinkerton stain remover from America. It can remove any stain. Washington Otis took out a stain remover from a bag. Pinkerton stain remover looks like a small black stick. The stick removed the stain quickly and very easily. Mrs. Umney looked at the floor and frightened. No one had removed the blood stain for 300 years. Pinkertons can remove anything. The blood stain has gone. Omni fainted. Mr. and Mrs. Otis ran across the library. They helped the old housekeeper who was lying on the floor. Mrs. Omni's eyes were closed and her face was looking very pale. Mrs. Omni, can you speak? All the Otises helped the Mrs. Omni to stand up. The ghost will come. You must not remove the blood stain. You must not clean the library floor. The ghost will be angry. Next morning, the family went into the library. The blood stain was reappeared on the floor. I will remove this blood stain once more. Mother doesn't need a blood stain in the library. I'll clean the floor again. Let's look at the ghost. Let's look around the house. At night, the family went into the bed early. The storm continued on and all night. Next morning, when the family went into the library, the blood stain had reappeared on the floor. Yes, it again reappeared.
This is very strange. I will lock the library door at the night, so no one can come into the library. No one can put the stain on the floor.
The ghost is making a blood stain. I think there is really a ghost. The ghost has put the blood stain on the floor at night. Look, the blood stain is back. Washington had been rubbing it out every day, but it comes back. Let's camp out here tonight and wait for him. The Otises were hungry and tired. Mr. Otis woke up after the midnight. There was a strange noise coming outside his room.
He saw the Canterville ghost in the corridor. The ghost was an old man with burning eyes. He had a long grey hair and wore very old-fashioned clothes. He had chains on his hand and feet.
What on earth is that sound? Why do you father's son. You must put some oil on those chains. I will leave this, the mesmerizing bottle oil for you.
The Canterville ghost was very surprised. He calculated Canterville changed for 300 years. Everyone was frightened.
Do not fight me. I am a ghost. Everyone should be frightened of me. Ha 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 ha.
He made a terrible noise and threw a horrible green light in the corridor. Mr. Otis' youngest came out of their bedroom.
Got you. I will have my vengeance. Boogaloo, who am I? The ghost. Do they ask me who greased my own trains and who was queens? Who threw pillow at my head? Revenge!
The ghost found quiet room in the house. He was very upset and felt terribly insulted. How could these people be so rude to me? Why they were not afraid of me? He tried to frighten all the family members. The ghost decided that it is time to teach the Otis family a lesson. He wanted to revenge and wanted them to be afraid for the rest of the night. He formed the plan until he had a perfect idea. Washington Otis removed the blood stain in the library every day. Every day the stain had reappeared. But the color of stain was no longer the color of blood. Then it became green. The Otises laughed at the blood stain. They looked for it every morning before breakfast.
What color is it today?
It is green. It is green blood today.
The Otis family met at the breakfast and talked about the ghost. The rest of the night, however, they did not hear the ghost. They knew he was there because the bloodstain had been there in the library floor. The color of the bloodstain changes every day. Virginia Otis didn't laugh. The young girl was silent at the breakfast. The bloodstain made her feel sad and she almost cried. When she saw the bright green stain, she felt sorry for the ghost.
This thing has been here 300 years ago. stain on floor every night. I can't leave the stain there.
The whole family heard another crashing noise on the hallway. The Canterville ghost had tried to put on the suit of armor, but it was too heavy that had fallen onto the floor.
Mr. Hiram B. Otis pointed a gun at the ghost. Washington Otis held his candle high in the air. The twins laughed loudly. Virginia was afraid and stood behind her mother. They all looked at the Canterville ghost. The ghost was very angry. He stood up and gave a loud shout. He blew out the candle in Washington Otis's hand. Are you in pain? I have a bottle of Dr. Devil medicines. It is good for stomachache and headache. Please take the medicine. The ghost looked at Mrs. Otis angrily. The ghost stayed in his room during the day and came out in night to visit in the library. He repainted the blood stain every night and every morning. Washington Otis removed the blood stain with Pinkerton stain remover. But the ghost had a problem. He had quickly finished all his red paint. Now his brown and purple paints were finished as well. So sometimes he planned to visit the twins in their bedroom. He left his secret room at midnight. In front of him was a round face with terrible mouth and burning eyes. Fire shone out of mouth and eyes of this horrible face. It was the face of a ghost. The Canterville ghost gave a shout and ran back to his secret room. He had never seen a ghost before and felt very frightened. The Canterville ghost felt better before daylight came. Were there two ghosts in the house? He must find out. He must meet the second ghost.
It was not a ghost at all. It was a head made of a large round vegetable called a pumpkin. The twins had put a candle inside it. There was a card on the floor. The Otis ghost, the only true candle.
The twins had put the head in the corridor to frighten him. This made the Canterville ghost very angry. What could he do? The ghost felt very weak and tired and stayed in his room for 5 days. He decided to try once more to frighten the Otis twins. The ghost has put his head off and carrying it under its arms. It is terrifying to see a headless ghost.
He pushed open the door of the twins' bedroom. A large jug of water fell from the top of the floor. The twins shouted, laughed. The ghost would not frighten anyone and became unhappy.
The twin brothers put out a rope across the corridor, but the ghost didn't walk on the tins. Virginia Otis was so angry with the twins.
Can't you leave the poor ghost alone? Why do you want to hurt him? Why do you want to play tricks on him? He has lived here for a very long time. Leave him alone.
The twins didn't listen, but the ghost heard Virginia's words. The words gave him hope. Virginia went to the library. There was somebody sitting by the window. It was the Canterville ghost.
I feel very sorry for you. I am sorry that my brothers were not very kind to you. But you did try to frighten them.
Yes, I did. It's my job to frighten everyone who comes to Manteligate chase.
You are very welcome. I know Mrs. Yomi, the housekeeper, told us that you killed your wife.
Yes, I did. But she wasn't very kind. And it wasn't very kind to her brothers who stole me to death.
Stop to your death. Oh, poor ghost. Would you like a sandwich?
Thank you. I never eat anything, but you are very kind. You are much kinder than rest of your family. They are rude, nasty, and unkind.
Stop! You were nasty and unkind too. You stole my paints box. You used my paints to make blood stain in the library. I have never told anyone about it.
Please, please do not go. I am so lonely and so unhappy. I don't know what to do. I want to go to sleep, but I cannot.
It's easy to sleep. Go to your bed and close your eyes.
I have not slept since 300 years. I have not slept since I was murdered by my wife's brothers.
Poor ghost, how can I help you to sleep?
Far away in the woods, there is a little garden. In the little garden, the grass grows long and thick. There are many flowers and trees. The nightingale sings all night long. The bird's sweet song is beautiful and sad. The white stars and the pale moon look down. It is very peaceful. Virginia's eyes were full of tears. She put her hand over her face.
You mean it is the garden of death?
The garden of sleep. It is very beautiful. There is peace and silence. There is no yesterday and no tomorrow. But only love can open the door of the garden. So love is stronger than death. Have you read the writing on the library window?
Yes, but I don't understand it.
Look, read the lines.
Golden girl shall weep for the ghost that cannot sleep. Then the dead at last shall die, and in restful earth may lie.
Words mean you must weep for me. Then the angel of death will let me rest. Will you hang?
Do I have to do?
First come with me into the darkness. You will see the strange things. You will hear the strange voices. But nothing will hurt you. You are very good and kind. The dark cannot hurt you. Virginia did not answer, and the ghost waited. He had waited for 300 years. This was the longest minute of all that time.
Not afraid at last. I will come with you into the dark.
There was darkened beyond the wall. Voices spoke out of the wind. Go back, Virginia. Go back before it is too late.
Virginia walked into the darkness with the ghost. Ghost was disappeared from the library.
Mr. Otis, sent one of the servants to her room. The servants would not find Virginia, so everybody searched the house. Mr. and Mrs. Otis were very worried. Mr. Otis went to tell the village policeman that Virginia had disappeared. They planned to search Virginia in the morning. Suddenly, all the clocks struck to 12 in the house and they heard a terrible noise. The thunder crashed outside the house and the Otises heard a dreadful cry.
Where you have been? Your mother is very worried. You frightened us all. You must never play a trick like this again.
With the ghost. He is dead and now he can rest. He gave me this box of beautiful jewels before he died.
She showed her father the small box. Inside, it was a small necklace made up of stones.
Where did you get this? Where have you been?
I will show you.
All the family followed her. Washington Otis carried a lighted candle. They came to an old wooden door which was open. Beyond the door was a little room with a low ceiling. At the end of the chains was a body. Only bones remained. It was a skeleton.
Is the body of Sir the candle, the murderer of his wife in 1575. Then his wife's brother shut him into the room. He was not given no food. Sir Simon starved to death. His ghost was in this house for 300 years, but now he has found peace.
There was a funeral 4 nights later. The Otises buried the body of the Monday Canterbury in a grave among the trees. The Otises, Mrs. Umne, the housekeeper, and all the servants from Canterbury just stood near the grave. Many people had come to the funeral. Virginia remembered what the ghost had said about the Garden of Death.
God has forgiven him for murdering his wife.
Let's learn the message and values conveyed through the play.
Empathy plays an important value as shown in this story. Their Otis parents try to instill this value in children as Virginia channels her creativity into painting while the ghost puts his effort in terrifying people.
Virginia showed empathy for Sir Simon's situation and tried to help him. Fearless Virginia is the daughter of Otis, and in the play, when Sir Simon asked for Virginia's help in finding eternal peace, she feels sorry for the ghost and sternly rebukes Sir Simon for his fault as well. Virginia set Sir Simon free and accompanies him to the Garden of Death and begs for Sir Simon's death. Experience reality depicted in the story. Message: love is a strong force, stronger even than death. In calculating the value of life, that plays an important role in the story, as some serious changes are required from time to time for understanding the things in a better way. The story teaches we should not be scared of anything and we should try to understand other needs too. And we should treat them with kindness and compassion.
It is now another moment of joy and pleasure to see Sir Simon, who has created some gruesome caricatures of his own making, each with its unique props, costumes, scare tactics, in order to scare unsuspecting members of Canterville. And we'll see how Sir Simon de Canterville, after finding peace and eternal rest, meet another ghost like him and express his happiness through a dance. Life is better when you dance. So let's watch the ghost performance.
I can see you from behind. You can hear me in your mind. Run so fast as you can go. Time will catch you before you know. Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I am you. I'm coming closer. I will catch you. The time it goes. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Thank you for watching.
I would like to call our respected principal ma'am to enlighten us with her valuable words, to motivate and always showers her blessing upon us.
Good afternoon, dear students, parents, and my colleagues. First of all,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
good afternoon. Nice to see you all here. Nice to interact with you. And first of all, congratulations to you all for the commendable
Thank you, ma'am.
efforts. To your class teacher also, Hina ma'am, please switch on your video. And Ritu, only 2 students are here. Ayan and Paridhi.
Yes, ma'am. अभी 2 comparers ही हैं. तो
Both of them, they have compared. No one else. Not any character.
ma'am, they are joining as Hina ma'am is saying. So
Okay. So Ayan and Paridhi, you performed exceedingly well. Okay. Ayan,
you,
you are brother of Arjun Manocha.
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay. I thought. Okay. हिना का भी ऑफ है भाई. हिना's video is off.
ma'am check
So,
कर लेते हैं.
beta, you presented very well. The whole concept was very good, and the acting skills shown by all the students were remarkable. They all have portrayed the characters very well, and congratulations to parents for all the areas they have taken care, like to dress up the children, for arranging the costumes, and for organizing all the event. So great, commendable job done by the whole class as a team. So really, so much happy to see this performance and your communication skills. You are developing a lot under the able guidance of your teacher and your parents. So dear children, clap for yourself, be proud of yourself, and always have a smiling face and enjoy whatever you do. Never underestimate yourself. Okay? Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So I could see only 2 students in front of me. The rest of the class, they are maybe in the class they are watching. So Hina, congratulations to you all.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
children.
And ma'am, they are joining just now. But they have joined now.
But nobody is here.
Kindly please switch on
Then,
your
Ritu, call
video,
the
please.
judges.
Amish Garg and Daksh.
yes, ma'am. I am calling the judges meanwhile. Let's begin this time with Mrs. Swati Jain. Kindly share your feedback, madam,
Yes.
about the play.
Hello, ma'am. Like as I previously said, the students of DAV school always exceed the expectations. Like I am really happy to be a part of DAV. Like my students has joined DAV, so I am really happy, and I just want them also to perform like this. And I know like they got the opportunity 2 times, like in like this 1 year has not even completed and they got 2 times this opportunity. So I really appreciate the efforts of teacher and principal in the school. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Now, Mrs. Munjal, kindly give your precious feedback to us.
Yes. Good afternoon once again, ma'am. And ma'am, I just offer my, first of all, I would like to offer my gratitude to the principal ma'am who gave me the chance and the teachers. And I really, Torrance is my child, Torrance, Hitansh, and all, they are also preparing this for the ensembles. And really it is very, I feel
Yes.
like difficult, but the teachers made it so easily to present the kids and to the technical part, and they are really very helpful. And principal ma'am, and also I would like to thank you for giving us the opportunities to the kids again, time to time, to take out their talent and make them come in front in the school. And to the further Hina Chadda ma'am, their teams, just I would like to say they are very well presented, nice effort by the full team, and keep it up, kids. I will just like to say that kids, keep it up. It was very good. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And ma'am, some students have further joined. I think
Yes,
Daksh has joined. then
Amish, I could see
yeah.
Amish Garg, Swati Jain.
Hanji.
So Amish, what character you have portrayed?
I'm Lord Canterville.
Yeah, great. So congratulations. I just wanted to congratulate you all for your commendable efforts, for your acting skills, the way you have presented the whole concept. Give a broad smile. Why you are serious? Even Ayan is so serious. Why? It's a party time. Yes. Be proud of yourself. Yes. Yes, Paridhi, the parents are there, I think.
Hanji.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, Principal Ma'am,
Good
teachers
afternoon.
and judges. Ma'am, first of all, I would really like to thank teachers and especially Hina Ma'am for having faith in Paidi and taking her in this assemble. And really the hard work of students and teacher is really appreciable. They have really worked very hard and the overall performance